صباح الخير. Thank you, Fatma, for this very nice words. As Fatma said, and as the previous speakers talked about, Egypt is full of innovation, and we believe that crowdsourcing innovations is one of, currently using also digital solutions, is one of the most efficient solutions and most cost-efficient ways to get innovations into the market. So basically, I will explain more about this. Plato once said, necessity is the mother of all inventions. And we Egyptians, we have innovation in our genes. Whenever our stove is broken, we are not we don't stand still to find a way to get our Turkish coffee. We are innovative in our logistics. We have one of the fastest delivery system given the craziness of Cairo streets. Our mothers are experts in recycling, and we are very efficient resource managers, even in the very poorest areas in Egypt. We are creative. We transform ugliness into beauty with very small resources. However, given all this creativity within the Egyptian youth and Egyptian mindset, what I like to call it the fahlawa, that we are all well aware of, we are very lagging behind when it comes to innovation, unfortunately. The level of or our scores in the Global Innovation Index is very below our human development indices compared to other countries with the same level of development. And also we have a large, one of the largest, the whole region has one of the largest, of course, unemployment rates. So why there is no linkage between this creativity, the power that we have, this fahlawa, and the market? From one side, the market needs more than just ideas. We have plenty of competitions in Egypt to support entrepreneurs and startups and so on. But the market doesn't need many of these ideas. They need very proven solutions that solves a certain specific challenge that they have. They need trustworthy solutions. They need low-cost solutions, and they need to minimize the risk of their innovations. This from one side of the market. The innovators themselves, they need much more than just the funding. They need to find their client. They need to find a real problem that they can solve with using their own knowledge and their own technologies. They need to be recognized in the society. They need the PR. They need visibility, and so on and so forth. So this gap in the market made us thinking of the model of crowdsolving. Basically, crowdsolving is crowdsourcing innovations for those who need it. As simple as this. Those who need it can be factories who don't have an R&D department, for instance. It can be microfinance institutions working with small farmers who need to improve their yields or their production lines. It can be also startups who need innovative ideas, who need to crowdsource innovative ideas for their product designs. So basically, we start with the challenges, and we post these challenges online, and we do competitions on very specific challenges. So it is very well themed, very well identified, specific small challenges, micro challenges, I would say, that needs the know-how and the innovation of the young innovators. And then, of course, there is a reward for each challenge, and then people compete or to have the best solution. And these solutions are evaluated afterwards through judges and so on, and the best solution gets implemented. So it's not only an award to tell that youth are there and we are supporting youth. No, it's really an implementation of the solution till the end, until it reaches the growth stages. So as I said, this crowd solving model is very cost efficient because you are getting the best from the market without hiring a foreign expert for your specific challenges. So it's very cost efficient. It's very time efficient because it's only about dealing with specific challenges and you leave it to the crowd to think about their solution. And it's also, I would say, if it's not risk-free, so it's very low risk because you are sharing the risk with the crowd. So you are not investing until you have already kind of a minimum viable good of the innovation itself. Why I'm here today, why I'm really happy today here to be with you, because Yumkin.com, our business, started 6 years ago with one of these competitions of the World Bank. So this proves that really the World Bank, these types of competitions are really effective. And I think I might be a live example of the impact the World Bank it has. And also I think Islam, Mr. Islam, one of our speakers today, is also sharing with me the same experience. He was also a winner of one of the World Bank competitions. So we started in 2012 in Egypt, and now we are based in 5 countries in the MENA region. We have a social return on investment of 220% on average. We have more than 150 partners, including big companies, big multinational companies, till small, very small scale farmers and micro entrepreneurs. These guys are an example, which are also on your flyer. It's an example of 2 young Egyptians who saw one of the challenges coming from a multinational company on the platform. And the challenge was basically that they wanted to, the company wanted to sort the okras, al-bamia, the okra, automatically. Because the production line that they used was imported from Germany, and the system that sorted automatically didn't have okras. Why didn't have okras? Because simply in Germany we don't cultivate okras. So they needed someone to solve this challenge, because they were losing around 3 million Egyptian pounds yearly due to the manual sorting of okras, in addition to also the inefficiency of this of the manual sorting. So, for instance, this challenge was sponsored by the Academy of Scientific Research and Technology with 70,000 Egyptian pounds. And now these 2 guys, who are 2 young engineers from Tanta University, are prototyping the solution for the factory in a very low cost. With a 70,000 Egyptian pounds solution, you can solve a challenge of millions of Egyptian pounds. So this is the social return on investment that I'm talking about. These guys now, they have the opportunity to open up the market, to export their solution to other factories, even to other countries. 21% of the challenges we have on Yumkin are coming from the agri-food sector and agri-business sector. And this resonates very well with the previous speakers, that despite the challenges the agri-business has in Egypt, there is a lot of opportunities. And these are some examples of the challenges we have on Yumkin that you can, of course, have a look on it online. As I said, we are a regional platform, and from seeing other challenges in Tunisia, Morocco, Palestine, and Jordan, especially in the agri-business sector, we believe that this region, they share the same challenges. So a challenge, a solution that can solve a challenge in Egypt can be easily replicated in other countries. Because basically we are in the same, I'm not an expert in agriculture at all, but I think given the weather conditions of this region, it's very similar. And the challenges also are very similar. So the idea of crowdsolving, again, and to finalize, it's very cost efficient, and that's why we are very happy today to start and to continue sharing our knowledge. We did this before with the Islamic Development Bank. We developed for them also their own crowdsolving platform called Sharik. And today we are very happy to collaborate with the World Bank and to launch the Digital AG for Egypt challenge. You can start logging on it on your mobile phones. It's digital AG for Egypt, and you have it's live now. The platform is live. You can start browsing if you have any ideas or if you know any innovators who might be interested. They can, of course, log in and apply, and maybe you can browse the platform together. I'm also very happy to see some of our Yomkin innovators here in the room. Dr. Abdurraouf, for instance, he has also a great innovation, and he has even patented his innovation. So thank you all. And last thing, I have to thank my team because they are the ones who really made this happen. So please show off your hands, Gahad and Asma and Mazin. Thanks a lot, and yeah, thank you, Fatma.